Welcome to my latest video. In this video you're going to come along with me and my friends to the Hungarian Grand Prix. Here we are on day one. We are travelling out of Stansted Airport and travelling to Budapest with my friends Mark and Martin. Here we are just about to go and drop off our bags before we go through security. Luckily we was in a queue for one of the new x-rays and scanning machines, so you don't have to take your liquids or laptops or anything out of your bags. Now we're just going to snake through duty free and the departure lounge as we head to Witherspoons for our tea. Luckily it's not too busy in Witherspoons today, so upstairs we found a table straight away. Here we have the aircraft taking us out to Budapest. Luckily we pre-booked our seats because it seemed like there's quite a few people who didn't have seats and weren't going to get on the flight. Right, it's time to say goodbye to Stansted and Budapest, here we come. Here we are, we're just on the final approach into Budapest Airport. Here we have it, touchdown, one of Ryanair's usual hard landings. And as normal, we're miles away from the terminal, so we've got to wait for the buses to turn up. Here we are at passport control, which we flew through because we could use the digital machines, and here we are in the taxi taking us to our apartment. Here we have our apartment, what could sleep 8 people. There's only 3 of us. So let me show you around. We'll start off, this is the kitchen, and next to the kitchen you have a little bedroom for 2 people. Here we have the hallway, and the first door on the left here we have a little toilet. Here in the room next to the toilet we have the bathroom, which has a bath in it with a shower, and there's also another toilet and a sink area. Here in the room next to the bathroom we have one of the main bedrooms which has 4 beds in it. This room also has air conditioning. Here in the room next to the bedroom we have the main living area where it has a large TV and plenty of seating. And off this room you also have a small balcony. Then the last room to show you is the 3rd bedroom, which also has 2 beds in it. Here we are on day 2 as we head for the free practice at the Hungarian Ring. This is the little courtyard outside the apartment. To get to the circuit we're going to get the metro first. This was about a 5-minute walk from the apartment. For the next part of the journey we all squeezed onto the local train. Once we got to about 5 kilometres away from the circuit, we had to get off the train and go and queue for a shuttle bus. Here we are on the shuttle bus, cramped for the last part of our journey. After about an hour and a half, we've made it into the circuit. So the first thing we did, we headed down to the main stage to see what drivers they had coming out.
Okay guys, please make some noise for Liam Lawson, Isaac Hadjar, Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon! You two are kitted up.
I feel like we look like babies.
You do look like babies.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know, the content is king.
Content.
Yeah.
Alex, you love it.
Honestly, I complain the most and they always give it to me. I don't Because understand. You complain the most.
I can
Now
confirm.
you look like little kids going to school with your little...
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Can confirm you do complain the most about media. Yes, that is true. Welcome to the Fountain final race before the summer break. So first question, what has your highlight been so far of the season for each of you?
So we're going to head round to our grandstand now to see what our seats were like. Our seats were on Chicane 1, which was halfway around the circuit. These seats we paid around €200 for, which is about £155, which is about a third of the price you'd pay to go and watch the British Grand Prix. So just sit back and watch some of the action from the day. So at the end of the day we went to go get the shuttle bus back, but we found this massive queue what snaked along, and we walked about 15 minutes to try and find the end and never got there. So we decided to walk back to the train station rather than getting the shuttle bus. Here we are on the train again like sardines, heading back to Budapest. Here we are, day 3, heading for the qualifying at the Hungarian. Here we are on the train just before it gets really crammed. Here we are back at our seats where we're going to enjoy some qualifying today as well as a couple of races. So just sit back and enjoy the action. So that's the action over for us today, so we're going to head back out and we're going to go to the train station, but we're going to head to the train station before where we got on yesterday, because we found out we can walk there in about 35 minutes and there'll be less people at that train station. To get there we found we had to walk up a couple of hills, over fields and along this narrow road here, but there seemed to be a steady stream of people walking down it. Here we are at the train station. As you can see, it's much quieter than the train station we was at yesterday. Here we are on day 4, race day. We're walking down our street from our apartment to go and get the metro. Here we are on the escalator, which seems to be twice as fast as any escalator we get in the UK. Here we are at Astoria, which is our local metro station to our apartment. This metro train we got on, we took to the end of the line where we caught the train. It was all go with the action this morning. We started off with a big crash right in front of us.
Ob da er alles nach den Regeln gewesen war. Aber in der Führung liegt immer noch Jobert von Schuli.
Here we have the drivers on the drivers parade. Now it's getting close because we have the national anthem of Hungary. Here we have the cars coming round on the formation lap. Now it's lights out and go 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 for the Hungarian Grand Prix. That's the race over, where we have Lando as the winner, followed by Oscar and George Russell.
The winner's trophy is presented by Krzysztof Szalay-Powronitsky, Minister of Defence of Hungary. Well done to Lando Norris. Congratulations. Zoltan Suyo will now present the FIA's president medal to the winning driver, Zoltan Suyo, president of the National Automobile Sport Federation of Hungary. Well done to Lando Norris. And now to the winning constructor, the McLaren Formula One team, represented by Mark Ingham, their design director. The trophy presented by Winston Cheng, Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer of Lenovo. Well done on your 7th 1-2 of Hungary. Congratulations, gentlemen, well done. Champagne!
So that's us for today. There's nothing else to see here, so we're going to start heading back. We're going to go to the same train station as yesterday, so we're going to head across the fields and down the country lanes. As we approach this train station, you can see how many people waiting, and as you can see as we pan round in a second, you'll see our train's already full. Right, we're going to eat out because the past few nights we've got a takeaway in the apartment. Here we are, we're on day 5. Today we're going to go exploring around Budapest before we travel home this evening. To explore Budapest we bought the hop on hop off bus, and included in that you got a free cruise down the Danube. As the buses were very full, we decided to start off our day on the Danube doing our free cruise. We all are relaxing on board. Here we are at Hero Square. When we was on the hop on hop off bus we saw these little cars driving around, and when we got to Hero Square there seemed to be a group of them which looked like it was a fun way to go and explore Budapest. Here we have their National Stadium. Here we are walking across the bridge to go over to Margaret Island. Here we have the musical fountains, or should be musical, but we missed it. We could hear it as we were walking up, but it looked like it's every hour or certain hours throughout the day. We got here at 20 past and it had just finished. So now we're back on the hop on hop off bus as we carry on our tour through Budapest. And before we headed back to the airport we had a nice pint. Here's our aircraft taking us back to Stansted Airport. I struck it lucky on the way back because we had a layout change with the aircraft, so there was no seat in front of me, so I got plenty of leg room. That's it, we're now back in Stansted Airport. Thank you for coming along with us to the Hungarian Grand Prix. I hope you enjoyed it and we'll see you in the next video. If you like what you have seen, please give the video a like and a share. If you have any questions, please drop me a comment below. and please remember to click the subscribe button to get all the latest content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.